Are 5 at the back's back? Let's find out. Hello folks, and welcome to a brand new video by me, Tactical Max 7 on YouTube. Today we're looking at a 5-back, a 5-3-2, 5-3-2. This is one I've been playing about with for 2 weeks, been in testing in the Tactical Hub, and I've done a whole load of testing myself, and I think I've got it to where I want it. It's a formation that will allow you to use the fullbacks the most, while maintaining a good solid centre mid, and having 3 fast centre backs is important. Your fullbacks, well, they're going to be attacking wingbacks, as you can see. You want them to be fast, you want them to have good shooting, you want them to have good passing. Defending is, you know, pretty much secondary to these guys. These guys are going to be your wingers, and they're going to be your main outlet. And in the video I'm going to show you, or the gameplay I'm going to show you, I use these guys as much as I can, just to show you how much they're going to pop up in your gameplay, and how unmarked they will be. Because the AI, yeah, it knows about them, but it's not used to dealing with them. And the players you're coming up against are just not used to your wingbacks making these late runs, which is great. So, in team management, here we've got it on balanced build-up style and aggressive defensive approach. Everyone's just going aggressive. When you've got 2 centre mids in your team, you need aggressive to enable them to like make those back defensive runs. We have neither of our centre mids on defensive kind of ideologies, so we need to give them that little bit more of an impetus to utilise the defence and come back and help us. Into player roles, we've got Muller on poacher and attack, and we've got Charlton on advance forward and attack. We've got our right centre mid on playmaker and attack. This is the one that's going to get into the box, is going to look to score more, kind of become your cam almost. I have Laurent Blanc there, I'm trying him out, but I would have someone you really like in that kind of attacking sense. Your other left centre mid is on deep line playmaker and build up. Now this is the one that you might need to adjust to suit your gameplay. I have had him on playmaker, roaming, I've had him on playmaker attack, I've had him on holding, but ball winning, and I'm on playmaker build up. But I'm between holding, ball winning, and playmaker, deep line playmaker build up. Because I like to play tiki-taka and pass, that's why I have him on playmaker build up. If you're finding that you're getting overrun in the midfield, change him to holding and ball winning. Your left back and your right back are on attacking wing back and attack. Like, we want them forward. We see with the ball, this is how far forward they get. Our CDM is on deep line playmaker and defend. You can, again, if you can put him on holding and defend if you want, but I prefer him on deep line playmaker and defend. Your 3 centre mids are on defender and defend, and your goalkeeper is on sweeper, keeper, and balanced. Can be on whatever you want though, depending on your keeper. My keeper, check, has no hands, so sweeper keeper suits him better. With the ball, we look like that. Having Upamecano and this guy, who's on an Evo with high pace, is really important. Stam in the middle just is the big brick wall that we want. We play through Raskin and Blank, and we tend to go quickly out to the wing-back positions because they're bombing forward. Our 2 strikers are in the box, and we get the ball to the wing, and then we play it into the box and tend to make that extra pass. And that's what I'll try and show you in the gameplay, which I'm going to go do now, the post-comms, and we'll get into that. So, the code. There's the code. I also have it in the comments. That's the team I'm using. It's an Evo on my left back. Cortez is a winger, so he's got the stats of a winger. Great shooting for a left back. Great defending, great pace. That's all I need. Gray is a really good right wing back because I put 100 on him, so he's got great shooting, good defending, great dribbling, great pace. Blanc, not sure about. Nearly 10 games played with him. Not sure about this card. Dribbling seems to be a lot, but I mean, he is 6'4", isn't he? Although he lost a header, lost a duel, which was really annoying me. Candy, just a brilliant CDM, but starting to get a little bit outpaced. Muller and Charlton. Charlton didn't do that well for me. in the games I played, kept missing shots. So, yeah. I don't know. Let's get into gameplay and have a look. Like, subscribe, and comment because you guys are amazing. Here we go. Round 2. We tried this before and OBS decided, nah, I'm not saving that. Don't need to have that. So let's do this deconstruction, analysis, breakdown of gameplay again. So start off looking at the team that we're coming up against. 4-1-2-1-2. I think it's Beast Mode Productions 4-1-2-1-2 because his left back does bomb forward. Obviously the playmaker plus in the left side, top goal scorer, really good card. I hate playing against this card. It is a very, very good card. Muller, you know I love that. Evo on Elise is brilliant. This card, as a central defender, is a nightmare to play against with that Evo. As a CDM, he was very noticeable and very good at that job. This Pavard card as well is much better than I ever gave it credit for. Yeah, really nice team. So let's get into the gameplay. And luckily for you guys, you get to see lots of mistakes that I make today, and I'll highlight them and show you them. So we start off, and what we do right at the start, we push up our two strikers forward because we're trying to cut off any passes. And that's what we do, get a pass cut off with Muller. Excuse me. I don't know if anybody else had this cold that's had longer around for like 6 weeks. Me, a nightmare. Pass the ball onto Cortez, my left back, but stupidly run the ball out of play, so I'm like, whatever. But it very simple. We'll play simple passes, no crazy passes, but a really nice destroyer in the middle of the park for him. So he's getting forward here. We're just making sure our shape's nice. We intercept the ball with Upamecano to Kante. Kante gives it to Raskin, who is playing that deep line playmaker position, but on build up. So he gets a bit further forward. We get it to our left back into our striker. Nice shot, blocked, fine, whatever. We regroup. Again, Vidic, simple ball. His build up comes through. Simple passes. It's nice to see. So we're just closing down. That Blanc card is not what I wanted. Thought it was going to be quite good. 6'4", brilliant stats. If you put the presidential Evo on him, it looks really good. Right, I'm stopping it here because I just want to show you this. There's my back five. And there's my CDM. There's my two centre mids. Creating a lovely triangle in defence. Now, Raskin's sitting on his right centre mid. His left centre, his Cam has moved forward and Kante's on him. His left centre mid is getting picked up by a centre back. And his strikers are a bit all over the place. His left back is way far forward, like we can see. So he gets players forward, but we kind of match it. He gets a lovely ball to Muller there. I mess up, but thankfully Stam comes across and saves me. We get the ball to the right back. We go forward to Blanc, who's the further forward of our playmakers. I spend a lot of time trying to force the ball to the wing backs just to show you how much involvement they can have in the game. There I get a bit lucky because I've pulled my centre back up and I wasn't aware of where my other centre backs were, so I could have had issues there. Kante in the middle, we go out wide, we don't get it the first time. Rashkin, we do a little turn, find Blanc, we manage to push forward, we get out to our right wing back. And that's why I feel like it's really important to have attacking players there, or at least having good passing play styles. Gray's got the tiki-taka, which is really good. Blanc gets forward, we get to Charlton, we lose it, I'm like, fine. But we're really high up the park, so we can put pressure on him. When Kante comes across and wins it for us again, we start to get forward. We're looking for that through ball. It's not exactly the ball I wanted, but it did work. Gray's moved inside into that wee channel. We can see Cortez at the back. We've got time to take a touch and then roll it into the back of net. Wing back to wing back. And that's the kind of thing I want to see. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm creating that width with my wing backs, allowing me to play tiki-taka style passing in the middle and then go wide and have that extra man. That's the desire. He gets forward lovely here and here. Can anybody see the big glaring problem of what I have just done there? I'm controlling Jaap Stam. It is all my fault that this big gap exists. This is where Stam should be. He is not. So what happens? Lovely pass in to Malin. Across the goalkeeper into goal. But let's just look at where this problem actually started. Here I am fine. Here I am fine. Here I am not. Because I am trying to jockey with my centre back and I'm using teammate contain. I should only be using teammate contain if it's bringing one of my centre backs or my CDM in. Using a teammate contain on my centre back or centre back causes him to go out of position. I switched him too late to influence the game and it creates a big gap. That was all on me. That mistake, that goal, it's a good finish, but I have opened the space up for him. And that's what you can't do. If you open up space for a good player, they will punish you and score. So we get going again. At this point in the game, though, I hadn't recognised that. I hadn't seen that. I was like raging. I was thinking the game's out to get me. Because it does feel like that at these points. Lovely ball through to Miller. We try and cut back inside to Charlton, and it gets blocked. Which again, fine, whatever. We're going forward again. It was a nice shot, deflected. Sorry, OBS went a bit weird there. Again, so they're doing another one. Thankfully we're not having to stop at the end. So Charlton's shot was good, green timed, missed, whatever. We get a corner. I noticed he didn't bring his keeper out, so I tried to flick it in towards my 6'4" or 5 Blanc. We don't get it. We go on a little bit of a recycle mission. So we get to Cortez. We're looking to create space. I'm like, do I go for the line? Nope, he's got Boy there who's fast. Get the ball in first time. There, I make the mistake, instead of like committing to driving towards goal, which I would have had the space to do, I turn back, and that was just me being a little bit non-confident. The way the gameplay was, I wasn't always feeling that my passes were going where I wanted them to go. Quite often I felt that they were it was a strange choice of pass sometimes. This here, there, do you see that? That was meant for Blanc. Now my controller has hollow sticks, so I shouldn't have stick drift in them. So I'm feeling it was just gameplay. This was Monday night gameplay and it really wasn't that nice. Here, there, I drive forward my right centre back, realise I am, cut back in. Weird. We get Canty on the ball, he gets out to Gray, we dive down. We know we don't really have the legs to get past Roberto, but we do manage to create a bit of space. We commit him, and now look where he's got Roberto. We drive down to the line with Charlton, try and get the ball across. Keeper makes a good save, he gets the ball away, but because we're so high up the park here, this is the aggressiveness. We have like 4 players in the middle. Yeah, we've got 3 players up front. Like, yes, he has players in there as well, but we can win the ball back really high up the park, which benefits us. Ganti gets forward, we get the ball to Muller. Here, he just trips me up. It's one of those things. If you have an aggressive style of defending and you try and use advanced defending, which I think he was, you can always run the risk of giving a penalty away or a foul away like that. And it does. We just knock it straight down the middle, and we're now 2-1 up, which is quite nice. And it was an extended piece of pressure we had, and with the aggressive height, it's good when you get that paying off. Here I try and be a little bit, what do you call it? I try and vary my attack pattern up by playing a ball over the top. It doesn't come off. I'm not sure it would with the size of his defence. There, I missed that run. I am Kanté. I should have continued the run with him. He passes straight to Raskin. Somehow he gets the ball back. Then we win the ball and go straight back to him. This is when you feel like the game's against you. That's a good ball there. And then that's mental. Like, I'm going to show you that again because, like, he makes a good run, but I feel, even now, if he's taking that shot and he's not going low driven, like 9 times out of 10, the keeper should save it, unless he sticks it in that place right there. That is the only time he's scoring that. So I'm like, fine, whatever. 2-2. We get going again. Now he's now doing one touch stuff. He's trying to get through. He's kind of beat me there for pace, but Stam comes back and marks it well. We get to Blanc. We're shielding the ball. We get to Gray. We're going to run. Now we know we don't have the pace to beat these guys, but we're just going to hold the ball until we see a runner. There's Blanc through to Charlton. Comes back inside to Blanc, into Muller. 9 times out of 10, I would expect to score that one. Weird. Again, he's not moving his keeper, so we're going to throw the ball into one of our tall players. We tried to get to Stam. He's blocked off, so I'm like, well, that's an avenue I can use, so let's grab Stam and bring him forward. He's now figured it out and he's got 2 players on Stam. So I'm like, that's fine, whatever. Stam's big and tall, I'll push him in front. And then the ball just kind of bounces off his head. First shot blocked. Second shot blocked off the line. To Gray. Third shot blocked. You can't write that. You know the game's not going for you when that sort of stuff happens. They're not high percentage shots, but you do expect one of them to maybe go in. They don't. It is what it is. He comes up the park. He's got really nice shape. Lovely ball into Lucy. I missed the interception. Thankfully, he kind of bottles this a little bit. Gives it back to my defender. My defender just loses it instantly. And again, that's on me. That's a sprint touch. And then Malon's offside. The sprint touch. We'll go back just to show it one last time. This is why I always tell you guys, do not sprint touch. And I'm making my own mistakes. When I win the ball here, I take a sprint touch. And the ball's in front, like too close to him. And he just picks it up again. Which is a bit annoying. But I think I win the game 3-2 in the second half. Or is this one that disconnected? One of the games disconnected yesterday I was playing as well. So it's a bit annoying. But that's the 5-3-2. It's a really fun formation to play. One I'd certainly give a go if you've got good wingbacks. Like that Bale card will be brilliant at this. Zambrotta will be really good at this as well. And use any of the Evos to turn left wings or right wings into left backs and right backs. And you're laughing with this. That's what I did with Cortez. Cortez is a left winger. Silver card. And I've bumped him all the way up through Evos to get a really good left wing back. That's what you want. Anyway, let's get into the final thoughts. So there you go. That's the gameplay over and done with. Hopefully you've seen how the wingbacks can and should be utilised and how far up the pitch they get. You've seen Cortez score. You've seen Gray make the goal for Cortez, so that was right back to left back. It's just a different way of playing. It kind of opens up the game. Against a narrow formation like the 4-1-2-1-2, you've obviously got a lot of space. I still hate coming up against the 4-2-4 and 4-2-1-3. I just feel like you have to change your gameplay when you're playing them because it's so counter-attacky. But it is what it is. People are doing it how they want to do it, so you gotta live with it. Hopefully this will give you a little bit of fun when you're playing. Hopefully you'll enjoy this and you'll find some enjoyment from this game because I'm not finding a lot of it at the moment. So I don't know how you guys are coping. This new promo, the Immortals, isn't exactly setting the heather on fire, as we say. It seems a bit of a placeholder, doesn't it? Certainly not like the Golasso one was last year with the amazing back weight before Team of the Season. But this one just seems a little bit underwhelming, if I'm honest. However, we can always find enjoyment and fun with different formations, different tactics, and using different players, so go for it. And if this game hasn't been fun for you and you're not enjoying it, then do the minimum, put it down, go play something else. It is fun. Anyway, I've got another 5-back coming for you later on in the week. And then EAFC Pirate has a 5-back, which will complete the set for Weekend League Tactics. So, look forward to that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!